Hello everyone, this is Mr. Chase again with our instructional video for how to use eBackpack and how to complete your first eBackpack login assignment. So there's quite a bit to cover in this lesson, and you can skip ahead if you already know parts, but be sure that you watch the key elements on how to do the assignment and how to log into eBackpack and work with it. Alright, so the first thing we need to do is get to eBackpack. Now there's a couple different ways to do that. As with most things on the computer, there's several options. First one, you can just type in the address bar mrchase.ebackpack.com, and I find that to be the fastest way to get to the right place. You'll do that. I won't say login, you don't have to do that, but just type in mrchase.ebackpack.com. It'll put you through to the login screen. Okay, the other way to do it, a lot more clicks and to me a lot more time consuming, but if it's easier for you, that's great. You need to get to our school website, which is graceschoolshb.org, in case you don't know that, right? And then you want to click on middle school, and then I'm going to be down under faculty specialties towards the bottom of the page. There I am. I'm going to move that up for you. And then you can click on the link that says Mr. Chase's website. Now this still does not get you to eBackpack, but it'll get you to my website. And then if you scroll down again, as soon as you hit the related links, it should say Mr. Chase's eBackpack link, as you can see right here. So you can click on that, and then again, it'll take you to the same place we just were. So again, just type it in, it's way faster. Type in your username, which should be your first and last name. I have a sort of pretend student called Serious Student. See what I did there? Serious Student. And then type in your password, and then you can just hit sign in. Alright, so for many of you this will be your first exposure to eBackpack. Just point out that there's basically a directory on the left. This does not really change unless you hit the little expand and contract plus and minus signs to expand. It's basically like a directory on your hard drive if you are familiar with that. Alright, so you can expand, there you go, and contract those little directories to see what's in them. So that basically stays the same, and you have control over whether things are expanded or more consolidated. Here, basically this is a dashboard. Many of these links on the left are repeated here. You've got a calendar across the top, which I don't use a whole lot because it's just for our one class, and then anything that's happened in the class or with me uploading or downloading stuff, you can see that there in recent activities, so that may help you find stuff too. So the first thing you need to do is find the assignment. Right? There's a clue for you where we're going to click. If you look on the far left in the directory, you can see that you can click on assignments right there, and it'll bring those up. Or if I go back to this dashboard view, there's a big button, which probably is the easiest, and you can to click on it. Says assignments, says there's 4 of them. Don't worry about that. And then you'll see the same list exactly. Right? So what do we need to do? You're looking for the eBackpack login assignment. There's a couple other ones. Don't worry about those. Let's just focus on this one right here. eBackpack login assignment at the top. Okay. Now you'll notice in the color has changed here across the top. It says 6th grade, class of 2017. That's when you graduate. eBackpack login assignment. Some information here. If people are talking, if you guys discussed it, that's not really what we need to focus on. We need to get our stuff. We need to actually get the assignment. So on the right, you'll see here it says materials, right? And if I click on the link that says eBackpack login assignment, what's going to happen is it's going to give me a preview in the center of my screen, right? But that's still up on eBackpack. Nothing's come down to my computer yet. So I've got to get that assignment down to my computer and ultimately, hopefully, straight onto my flash drive, right? So since I did click on the link, I now have the option to download it, and see if I move my mouse here, there's a little down arrow pointing to like an inbox. So I could download it here, or if I want to skip the whole preview, I could just go straight over here, and there's a download button over here too. So either one will work. You're welcome to preview it first if you like to make sure you're getting the right thing. So I'm going to click on this one on the far right here, this download button. Now it's going to start to download it, but it's going to ask me where do I want to put this file. Keeping track of where you put things is super important because you don't want to lose your work. You don't want to do a bunch of work in a class, not know where it is, and then have to leave the class and then have to redo all the work. And that happens pretty frequently. So take care to put it where you want it to go, right? So it's asking me where I want to put it. So if I expand the computer here on the left in the directory, you'll see that my flash drive, which I put my name in, like I'm supposed to, I can click on that. I have 4 classes. You may have more or less in my flash drive. So this is a technology assignment. I'm going to double click on technology, and I have images and projects. This is not an image. This is a project. So I'm going to double click on projects, And if you've done all the setup, as I asked you to do, you will already have a folder that says eBackpack Login Assignment. If you have not done the setup like you were supposed to, or you inadvertently put it somewhere else, you can always click on New Folder. It'll pop up with a folder that you can rename, so you can name it, give it the title of the assignment rather than numbers or anything like that. I find that doesn't work very well. So this is our eBackpack Login Assignment. I'll double click there. I can double check here in the address bar across the top. Mr. Chase is my flash drive. I know that. So it's in Technology, in Projects, and this is the right assignment. Okay. So you can see I've already saved this, but I'm going to save it again so that we can work on it. Oh. Serious student. I love that. Okay. So I gave it my name, so I know this is the new one. You'll also notice that it pops up on the download bar in Chrome, which I also like. That's one of the features of Chrome I really like. So we're going to leave Chrome now and actually open the assignment. There's a couple ways to do that. The easiest way is just to click on the downloaded document that you just downloaded to your flash drive, right? So I'm over here in the lower left. I click on it. Boom, it's going to open up for me. Okay, so you'll see that there's some highlighted yellow fields. Those are areas that you need to change because obviously your name is not Joe Student, unless it is, which would be really weird. But, so, typing sideways, so it's hard. All right, so there's the name of our pretend student. You're going to put in the date. These are obvious things. Okay, so there's my name and the date. So looking good so far. There's check boxes all the way down here. So you successfully logged into eBackpack if you have this assignment. So I can check that box. Notice it's real easy. I did download this to my computer, in this case my flash drive. I've already organized my flash drive, which you should have done before, so I can click off all these things. If you have not done this organization, then please go back and do that after this video. Okay, so completing the assignment here, let's see. Highlighted fields, let me scroll down. Smurfs and lollipops, probably not the best way to conclude this assignment to my teacher, so I'm going to go in here and do something a little more appropriate. Now, I'll give you a little bonus point if you can figure out how to get rid of that yellow. If you're paying attention, you'll notice something I'm going to tell you. All right, and again, Joe Student is not your name, so... All right, so highlighted fields are gone. Yay, or corrected. All right, so I'm going to check that for now. Oh, well, I can't check it yet. Save image to your flash drive. Okay, so this is going to be a little side lesson here on how to do an appropriate search in Google Images and find files that are not too small. All right, or more appropriately, the correct size for what you're trying to do. So I'm going to open up Chrome. All right, and I'm going to go over here. Now you'll see that I've already searched for something and found it because I did this video already, but the audio didn't record, so I'm redoing it. Okay, so we're going to pretend that I didn't do that though. Bye-bye. And then I'm going to search for something. So I can just type in what I'm searching for, and in this case, roses I know are a good, safe thing to search for, right? Oh, sorry, should have pointed this out. All right, so let's go back to our assignment for just a second. The reason we're doing that, the reason we're searching for an image is we need to replace this image right here on our assignment. Now, when we get into our actual project, a lot of times I'll do a template for you and put some pictures in to kind of hold places for you. And then what I want you to do is to replace those pictures or change them. What a lot of students tend to want to do is they're like, oh, that's not the picture I want, and they'll click it and they'll hit delete, and then they're kind of in a mess because it messes up the template, it's not going to be the right size, and they've created a bunch of work for themselves that they didn't need to do. So I'm going to hit Control-Z on my keyboard, which you'll just have to figure out where that is, Control and Z to undo that. Leave the pictures that I put, leave them. Never ever delete them. I'll show you what you're going to do. Okay, so we're going to bounce it around here a little bit. Okay, so back to Chrome to search for a replacement image. I've typed in roses. It gives me a bunch of stuff. Well, I want our images, right? We don't need the web stuff, so I'm going to click on images. It's going to bring up a bunch of images, in this case of roses. So far, so good. Now, we have students sometimes that tend to want to just right-click or save these images, right? I can right-click on this and hit Save Image As. Don't do that. These are thumbnails. These are really small versions of the pictures we're trying to get. What I want you to do here is to learn something new about Google searching for images. You may have seen but not really known what it does, this other button here that says Search Tools. I want you to use this when we are searching for pictures. So if I click on that now, you'll notice another list of options pops up. These options are very important. Okay, the size is the most important, I would say, for us, because it's the thing. The size of the image will generally help you get an image that's a better quality. So we're going to go large images for now. And when it says large, you can see the numbers. If I hover over each of these, you'll see some numbers pop up. The bigger those numbers are, the bigger the data file is, and the better quality the image is, right? That's something you should know or understand, and that you'll learn more about in this class when we do image issues. So this one looks pretty good right here, and you'll notice the numbers are pretty good. That's 2560 by 1600 pixels. And so I'm going to click on that. Now you'll notice the image started out fuzzy if you were paying attention. If you need to go back the video up, you can, but you'll see it starts out fuzzy and then gets kind of clear. That means the image has downloaded now to my computer, to the memory on my computer, and now it'll be very easy to save the image to my flash drive, which is where we're going to store all of our images. So I'm going to right click on the picture, hit Save Image As, okay, and then it's going to tell me the name of the image that I'm downloading and ask me where I want to put it. Okay, so again, I'm going to go to my flash drive, to Technology, and if you set up your flash drive correctly, you've got a folder that says Images. So double click there, and you see that I already saved this one, but I'm going to save it again. And you can retitle it whatever you want. The JPEG, the .jpg will just be added. I don't have to worry about that. And I'll just call this the new one. Okay, so I hit Save. And now, and again, you can see it on the lower left here of your screen that I've downloaded that image. You might want to click on that. That's not really going to help you. So just leave it. You know where it is if you've downloaded it successfully to your flash drive. Let's go back to Word. So using the taskbar in the bottom here and over to the document that we were just working on. So we need to replace this picture. So how do we do that? Well, we right click on it, right click. That right button is really important. About halfway down you'll notice the option to change picture. This is what you should do versus deleting them and then trying to put in a new one, right? So I'm going to change this picture. I'm going to browse. It may say work offline or something. You just need to select that, but we're going to browse to where it is. Okay, so I'm on my flash drive here. You can see in the address bar across the top, Mr. Chase, Technology Images, and there's the new one that I just downloaded, and I'm going to insert that picture. Boom. Okay, so it's a little bit small for my taste. We've got a lot of room here in this page, so I want to maybe fill that up a little bit. I can grab a corner, never grab the sides or the top or bottom, because that distorts the image. So I can kind of fill out the page. If I go too far, it starts to cut it, and I don't want to do that. Okay, so leave some margin, some white space around the edges, and take a look, make sure it's not too pixelated or low quality looking. So we can go back up to the other page here on our assignment. We did save this an image to our flash drive. I changed the image below, so that part's good. So now we need to save this whole assignment, this Word document, to our flash drive. So go File and Save, because I've already saved it there when I downloaded it. If you're not sure, if you downloaded it kind of to downloads and you didn't put it on your flash drive, you can go File, Save As, and then navigate your way either with the Browse button here, or it happens to be the current folder, so I know I have it in the right place. I can click on it and it says eBackpack Login Assignment in the address bar. So make sure you know where you're putting it. Okay. So there's my document. You see that I already saved it. It puts the time that I saved it to verify that it's like the latest one I was working on. So I already saved this. I don't have to save it again. If I wasn't sure, I could just, put another letter or number after it so then I can go back and look at them later. Okay? But I am sure, so I don't need to do that. So I've already saved it to my flash drive, the whole assignment with the picture. So I did that. Now we're going to click Upload and Submit, even though we haven't done it yet, because you can't click it once you turn it in. So we're going to sort of pre-click those and give it one more quick check to make sure I've done everything. There's my name, or my pretend student name. The date, I've checked all the boxes, which you guys should all do. Right? Not really room for signature. If you want to type in the person to verify that, that'll probably work too. Okay, so someone else, have them kind of type in their name, or you can do it for them to verify that they look, to make sure you've done those things. Make sure that the picture that's here is not the picture that I gave to you, but the one you're giving to me. All right, so it's all done. Save it one last time, Control S if you want to do a shortcut, or I can go File and then Save again. Either way will work. Okay, so it's saved on the flash drive. Now, I need to upload it to eBackpack. So let's go back over to eBackpack over here. in Chrome. Okay, there you go. All right, signed in. So now this eBackpack login assignment, when I click there, and the materials, that's what I give to you. Now we need to figure out how you as a student need to give stuff to me. Okay, so on the left here, our directory, you'll notice there's a folder entitled My Files. So you can click there, right? And let me delete this one because I already put it there. Okay. Or you can just click on the home button and then you'll see this bigger button that says My Files. You just need to get to where it says My Files here. The first time you log in and the first time you work in eBackpack, you won't have any files there. So you'll see here, again, the directory we just kind of use to get places. The center and the right are what we use to do things. There's a big plus button. If you hover over it, it says Add Files. And that sounds pretty much like what we want to do. So I'm going to add the file that I've already worked on. So this dialog box pops up. I'm going to select the file, not the picture. So I'm going to click on the technology directory here in the top. And it's the projects, eBackpack login assignment, and then there's the one I was working on, the serious student one. I hit open. Notice that this is a list, but nothing's really moved. It's just creating a list of files that it's going to upload as soon as you hit this button down here on the right called Add Files. When I do that, I want you to watch the screen closely because you'll see some dialog box pop up and something else will change. So I'm going to click Add Files, Processing, boom. And you get a confirmation one file is added to My Files, and you see that now under the My Files heading you can actually see what I uploaded, and here's a little preview again you can use to make sure it's the right one that you want to turn in. So have I turned it in? Oops, have I turned it in yet? No. What I have done is uploaded the file to eBackpack, and the final step is to actually turn in the project so that now I as your teacher can grade it. So here's the listing of the document, okay, and you'll see if I move the mouse to the right, you'll see that it says turn in is the first little icon there. There's comments, there's download. I can re-download this back to my flash drive or computer to work on, or I can delete the file. So I want to turn this in so I can be done with this assignment and complete it. So I'm going to hit turn in. You never have to click this first button here. It says submit to class. That's what you want to do. You do have to unfortunately select 6th grade class or whatever your class is. And then please be careful when you select the assignment. I kind of like that there's more than one assignment because you have to turn it into the right place. So it's kind of like picking what assignment that it actually is. So when I go to grade them, all of them are listed correctly. I mean, it's all in the right place. So this is our eBackpack login assignment, not this bottom one. It's the second one down. Okay, so you can put a little comment and then hit submit file, and then it says it's been submitted. And then you're done. As soon as you get that green bar, you've done your assignment, you've turned it in. The last thing you should do each day before you leave is go ahead and sign out of eBackpack over here on the right under your name, and then you're good. All right, thanks for watching, you guys. Good luck. And if you have any questions, let me know.